So what do we have here? What do we have here? What does that say, boys?
They're not tires.
But those are on the way too.
They're on the way.
What does that say? Board warner. Okay. Okay.
This is some quality merchandise right here. This is just part of the pusher system that we were talking about with Jacob on the phone, about a week ago.
About a week ago.
It's here.
It's here. I think we're going to reveal today or now. Or should we do it another video?
Another video.
Well, that'll have to be another video just to keep you on the edge of your seats there, boys. But
today, we have several projects. In terms of the trucks, we're going to try to put some injectors on Nasty Red.
last time we did an injector video, the people, they seem to like that quite a bit.
Injectors are fun, and they're actually with these trucks, they're fairly easy. It's not like this or the 7.3 that you have to take half the engine off to get to them. They're right there. I usually underestimate time, say, oh, I'll get it done in 20 minutes. It usually takes 2 hours. But this stuff, I'm excited. This is all part of the build, and one of the reasons why we're doing the injectors is to have one big mechanical package to support the horsepower that we want, especially with the pusher system here. What color do you think I went with?
I don't know. They're going to have to comment. What color do you think we went with down below? Comment pusher, and then whatever color you guys...
What was it? What were the choices? It was pusher...
Crazy purple, pusher green, orange...
The blue one was cool.
Titanium or something. The
yellow.
blue.
I think there's a yellow.
Yeah, I think there's yellow too.
Well, when I say I think it was a yellow, it probably gives it away that with my uncertainty it's not yellow. But for those of you who figure that out,
I don't know.
I think they have yellow, but it's one of those colors, I can guarantee that. Oh, and the red. Like the white
Oh
gen.
yeah, in the red. In the red.
Like the white gen, the first gen.
Yeah, the white gen.
The white gen.
You know the white gen.
White gen.
92 white gen. Comment pusher, and then whatever color you think it was from them.
Although I could carry these all back to the barn, I ain't gonna. I'm gonna put them in the back of the truck here and pull back so we can get working on Nasty Red.
What is up, loud and proud crowd? I hope you guys are doing absolutely awesome today. We are out here working on the Nasty Red. I told you the mods are coming, and they're finally coming in, and things are starting to happen with the truck. Dad's already been working on the Nasty Red here for, I don't know, a little over an hour. I've got the GoPro collecting the time lapse here.
Well, I didn't have tools, so if you see in the videos me using a crescent wrench, whereas some guys call it the, where's it at? Thumb wrench. Adjustable.
Yeah, right there.
Don't make fun of us. It's just all my good tools are at the other place. So I had to send Malachi over to get them because it was taking longer than it should have. So
yeah. We got some fancy new little magnetic trays and stuff too. Helps out.
It's nice.
I think you've had them, just never opened them.
Yeah, they were still in the packaging.
But he got this little.
I'm pretty excited too about some of the other new tools I have coming, or things that'll be handed.
Yes, the. Should we tell them yet, or just wait for a video? I think they'd appreciate it in a video. In a video?
Yeah. Then we shall wait.
Then we'll wait. But you guys will like what we have coming next. Now that we're doing all this stuff already right now, it'll be nice to have for the upcoming stuff. What is this thing called? What do they call this fuel system?
Oh,
these fuel lines. I don't know. We're just gonna call it a web. I don't know what guys call this thing, but all these fuel lines. It's kind of cool, actually.
So the dilemma here, it's not really a dilemma. It is a dilemma, but you call it what you want. Is we're trying to figure out what to do, so we don't have to keep redoing stuff. It'd be a lot easier just to take everything apart and do it all at one time, which would be great. The thing that we're trying to time, however, is we got the pusher compound system coming in. In fact, we just got it in. It's over there in the boxes. We just have to put it together. So we have the intercool system, the compound system. We've got injectors, springs, push rods. We got the whole new piece. We got to take this off to be able to put the pusher system in here. We got delivery valves, governor springs. In the same sense, we also have, this is getting a leveling kit with new wheels, tires, and alignment. So I don't want to necessarily put the compound system on because to put the new shocks on, which I also have coming on, they're right over here. So we're going to take this out, remount the battery up over here. And so I don't want to put everything back together, then have to take it all back apart just to put a shock on. So I'm trying to figure out from a time standpoint how to keep this project rolling without having to redo everything 3 different
Here's
times.
what I'm thinking. A lot of this stuff is first for us, like the valve springs, the governor springs. The head studs are coming in too. I was telling my dad, I'm like, a lot of this stuff would make more sense to do before we put some of this stuff back on, like the fuel lines. You know, which you don't have to, but to do the head studs, the governor spring, the valve, the delivery valves. What is it called? The
Mega Twin.
The Mega Twin intake.
It's a really nice looking system.
Yeah.
I'm
Anyways,
excited about that.
But all this stuff, it would make sense to do it within the next couple of days before we actually fire it up, which I know you guys are like, dude, fire it up after every single mod. But in the same sense, if you want to put in 2 times, 3 times, 4 times the work, then we can disassemble and reassemble every single thing every time. But
well, and we're not on a
sake-
time. Yeah, and we're not on a time crunch. We're not trying to do a build in, you know, one day.
personally, I would rather go the next couple of days and get all the other stuff done as much as we can, at least, instead of putting everything back together and then taking it apart, then back together and taking it apart and back together. You know, just to get a start up on camera for 15 seconds at the end of the video. But let's take a look at these injectors, by the way. Diesel Auto Power, a guy from Diesel Auto Power, he sent me a big list of kind of like a, I don't know. What did he label? He labeled it kind of like DAP injector school. Kind of just like basically all the science behind it, how they're made, why they make them a certain way, the quality compared to other manufacturing stages and steps and stuff like that. Basically just kind of letting you know like just what you're getting for the money that you're spending on these injectors. You know, there's been a couple guys that are like, you know, kind of questioning the price and stuff, and I mean, just call them up. They said call them up. If you guys are skeptical, give them a call. You know, their prices aren't, you know, low because their stuff's cheap. It's because they don't have a middleman, so to speak. And they kind of told us that, like, yeah, we don't have a middleman. We order in high quantity, and they're really good stuff. That's why they're flying off the shelf. If you guys want to give them a call, I'll leave a link to their website below. Go to their website, get their phone number, call them up. If you have any questions, ask them. They'll gladly help you out. They're nice guys. They're not looking to rip anybody off. Hey Dad, did you know that there's no Z in diesel? I had no idea.
Seriously?
There's no Z. All this time.
Diesel.
There's no Z.
There's gotta be.
Here all this time I'm thinking there's a Z in there. People have been helping me out, letting me know.
I think maybe Pappy misled us.
Happy he misled us all these years.
Diesel.
Yeah. Yeah, we're playing with you.
It's a pretty slick diesel injector puller. All it does, you can see the mechanistic aspect of how it works is basically as you screw the nut down, this X goes up against the block and just lifts it straight out. So that way if it's stuck down in it, it just pulls right out. One thing I've learned from the past when we did this whole first gen, before you go pull and everything, look at them and check, because you remember when we did the first gen, there's some with intercooled and some that aren't intercooled, and they have different types of injectors, different sizes. And so the one thing that we ran into before was just that the nozzles were a lot different. You can mic them out and check, but it's just a good idea to inspect them and see how closely matched they are. And I think these are SACs, and these are the ones that I, just reading up on them, I like these a little bit better. I'm just gonna do one at a time, so then that way we can get it in, make sure everything's all right where it's supposed to be.
Now I looked up in some forums and they say 44 pounds. What they say, 6 in a row, ready to tow. Try to take the hitch off the nasty red while Dad's finishing up the injectors.
Fasten any of that down because I figured there's a screw that fits into this plate here that we have to take off anyway.
Yeah.
So I figured we just keep it loose until we get that removed, and then we'll put it all back together. But otherwise everything is done and torqued to spec.
6 in a row, ready to tow.
Ready to tow.
Ready to, no, not yet.
Let's talk about the next step.
I think, I kind of ran down like my idea of what I think we should do.
Yeah.
Which is the delivery valves, governor spring,
Yeah, if we can do the delivery valves, governor springs, put the
new intake
Mega
manifold.
Twin, the pusher Mega Twin air intake in here. We'll just have to basically pull this out of the way, pull this out so we can actually get to the stuff down there. That'll make it a lot easier. And then if we can do those things, I don't know if we're going to be able to put all this, like the valve springs, push rods, and that kind of stuff first. It just depends on. We could.
Yeah, I mean, all this stuff would be easier.
It just
to do.
depends how quickly we want to try to get the leveling. Honestly, I kind of like working on it with it a little bit lower like this.
Yeah.
Because you remember, like working on that, just that few inches of difference is a big difference when you're trying to.
I mean, just looking up to the camera here, you can see the hood opening is a good 12 inches taller. I say we get all the horsepower slapped in this thing, all the parts in here, you know, before we make it look pretty. Except for the compounds. I think we can do pretty much everything.
Except for the compounds.
And run it. I mean, we can run it on a stock turbo just to go get a leveling kit and a flatbed. You know what I mean?
Right, right.
And then we can just.
And that's not going to mess with anything.
Yeah, and once we're done with that, then we can do that project, tackle that.
But if we can get everything else
turbo will be fine.
here done, air horn, fuel system, then at least that way that's, yeah, but I'm happy about that. One thing closer to 600, approximately 600 horsepower tow rig. And then also just from the DAP with those delivery valves and stuff, like all that stuff is just mechanical power. I love it.
A decently long day out here in the shop, longer than most we've had recently. Got the Class 2 hitch off of the truck, and that's something that we had to get done to, you know, as well for the flatbed install that's coming very, very soon. And I'm just psyched. Flatbed 20x12s, mud tires, it's going to be sick, and all that's happening within the next 2 or 3 weeks. So like I said in my mod list in the, you know, build plan for this truck, but this is a project that we kind of wanted to have capped up in a month, 2 months max, and that's a lot of stuff. You know, flatbed, wheels, tires, lifts, all that stuff is going to get done. And then we're also going to be moving to my truck next, and then we're probably going to be moving to the giveaway truck after that. If you guys have been excited recently with all the stuff that's been happening on the Nasty Red, make sure you flip and subscribe if you haven't done so yet, because this is just the beginning and stuff's getting good, and a lot of stuff's going to be happening here. We're going to be doing my truck after this, then we're going to be doing the giveaway build, and then we're probably going to be, after that I can't tell you what we're going to be doing next. You're just going to have to stay tuned, but let's just say I've been working on this stuff behind the scenes, and just know that I'm thinking about you guys when I do this work behind the scenes, okay? It's not just day to day, let's see if we can get by with another video and, you know, whatever. I have huge plans for Loud and Proud. Those decals are selling like flipping wildfire. I just stocked up 100 of them 2 or 3 days ago, but most of them are already gone. You guys are killing it, killing it, killing it, and I want to see, okay, this is a vision that I have. A year or two from now, be able to drive around town and come across trucks, you know, repping that decal in the corner of the windshield. That's what I want to see, okay? Now, we're already selling tons of them, but this is just the beginning. We're going to be selling tons and tons and tons of those. I want to add in more colors. It's just tough, you know, when you keep inventory on hand, to have a lot of different options, because you don't know what's going to sell, what's not, and then what you don't sell, you're losing money. What you do sell, you're doing good, but you know, it's just kind of one of those deals. But you know, we're going to have some red ones in stock here again soon, because a lot of people like the red. We're going to give them a couple more options here pretty soon. But yeah, just huge things coming up for the channel. Massive scale things. And I just posted a quote. This is kind of off topic of the Nasty Red build. Let me read you this little quote that I post on my Snapchat, which if you don't have me, add me. I post a lot of crap on there, and that's where I do most of my short-term sales and stuff like that is Snapchat. That's where I do a lot of my stuff. Not really a quote, but just kind of a message I put out to you guys, because there's a lot of people that are like, oh dude, I'd love to go to school so I could be successful, I could do this for myself, but I don't know if I have the means to do it. Let me just tell you something that's true as it gets, and it's the reality that most people don't realize, and it's just, you just can't beat these words, okay? It says, I know there's a lot of younger guys here on my Snapchat and that watch my content. I said, let me just tell you, you don't need a college degree to live a 6 to 7 figure lifestyle. All you need is passion and motivation. That's better than any degree money can buy. That is the truth. Those are facts. I'm not saying don't go to school because school's worthless. I'm not saying that, because there's a lot of things that you do need to go to school for, whether it's, you're going to be a dentist, a doctor, a diesel mechanic, stuff like that, that type of stuff. There's different things that you do got to go to school for, okay? You can't get around that. But I'm just saying, like, don't feel like if you can't do that, then you can't do anything. Because like, for example, me, I graduated high school a year early, and I went from that to doing YouTube. And I was just like, I don't know if I can do it. I don't know if I have the skill or the time, you know, like, I mean, I have the time now, but I'm just like, if it doesn't go good enough, I don't know if it's gonna be a waste of time if it's not doing great within the next 6 months. And I was just like, I just don't know. I'm trying to get this stuff lined up, but I don't want to fail, you know what I mean? And that's the biggest barrier for most people, is a fear of failure. And that is the only thing holding a lot of people back from doing all kinds of cool stuff and great things in life, is just that thought of, what if I don't, what if I can't, what if I wouldn't, then what? You know, what if it doesn't work out the way I hope it does? You know, just get that out of your mind. And the way I'm trying to impact people is by letting people know, for example, on the YouTube platform, you can do this and you can grow big and you can take off and you can still be one of the best channels. You can still be successful on this platform, for example, and have clean content. You're not swearing up a storm. You're showing people that there's still good left out there in the world. You know what I mean? And I don't know how many people are being impacted by that. I hope a lot. But you know, there's a lot of different things that I'm still working on too. And I'm still working on myself as a human being. You can do anything in life and make a flipping awesome career out of it and impact people's lives for the better. Or why can't I work on trucks for a living and make more than, you know, small salary every year? I mean, like, why can't I go bigger and badder? Why can't I do way bigger and, you know, way more than this, but still do what I love? So I thought about what I could do that I love doing, and then I took that and I just took it to a whole nother level. And I say took it to a whole nother level. It's a whole nother level from what it was 8 months ago, but it's about to be an insanely different level a year from now. So if you think things are going decent on the channel now and things are growing, which they are, like flipping hundreds, you guys, like almost 10,000 people a month is what our growth rate is right now. 10,000 new people a month is the current growth rate. It's about to just explode, and it's about to be crazy here on Loud and Proud. It all starts with a dream, and I had a guy message me on Snapchat today, and he's like, dude, you know, he's like, man, he's like, you sure dream big. And I was like, well, I'm not gonna waste a dream on a small dream. You know what I mean? I'm like, if you're gonna dream big. That's the only way to go. Like, if you're gonna set goals, set big goals, set higher goals. Don't waste hopes and dreams and visions on small stuff, you know what I mean? Set those goals, and you know what they say, just send it, man. Just go for it, just make it happen. I'm just a kid doing my thing, living my dream. That's just all I'm doing, you know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of guys watching my stuff, and they're learning too, and I'm learning from you guys a lot as I go. I know I'm not a professional, I've got a lot of things to learn, but why not learn and create a career while you're learning? I saw an opportunity and I just went for it, and it's been the greatest decision of my life. No regrets, man, just no regrets. That is probably gonna put a wrap on this video because there's not too much more to do today, because I'm supposed to post this video in like an hour, and I don't think it's gonna happen, but I'm gonna try my best. If you have not done so yet, check out dieselautopower.com. Diesel Auto Power is running a sale that is up to 14% off. So the sale is a little bit different depending on the products that you choose, but they are running up to 14% off on select product. Dieselautopower.com if you want to get yourself some freaking sweet injectors, you want to get yourself some new governor springs or head studs, or you know, whatever. They got all kinds of stuff. Some of that stuff's on sale right now, so if you guys want to go and pick up some new stuff, that ends the 19th of February. So if you want to get that good sale, this is one of the biggest sales that they do for the year, they said. So this is usually one that a lot of people try to order their parts in on while they can get a really good discount on some stuff. That is going to be a wrap on the video. Hopefully you enjoyed that one. If you did, smash that like button, leave your comments down below, subscribe if you are new, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.